it's part of the lesson. Sorry.
Oh, I've recorded
Sorry.
those ones you missed.
Thank you for that. So since we're very few, I want to go around the table. This is actually, you've paid for this. Tell me if you want me to quickly run through what we did on Saturday. Or so, Mr. Savior, so I don't want to call anybody by just name, so pardon me if I mis mispronounce your pronouns.
No,
So
no, no.
tell me, uh, were you here on Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday when we did this one. Yes, I was here.
So is it clear to where we did it till on Saturday?
Well, I wouldn't lie. I would have to practice it on my own again. But basic understanding of it, yes, I'm fine with it. But I need to actually practice again because I was a bit lost. That's why I had to come in first to ask you to clarify some things for me because I didn't know why we are doing
Oh,
it.
was it you? Because your name
Yeah,
has
was
changed.
me. Yeah, I
Okay,
changed it
so
now. Yeah.
sorry. All right. So we have two Ayo Ayo. So Mr. Ayo Alonga, if you can speak, is there something you want from today's class?
Good evening, Mr. Tai.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Yeah, sorry. I was in the class last week, but I was doing the old I was in the old session like throughout, but I didn't save my work. So my system actually
Ah,
restarted.
okay.
So I lost the stuff. So I was just gonna do it today because I've been so busy
Okay.
over
We
the
can
weekend.
run to it, but I will be super fast if that is okay.
No, don't worry. Since Ayodeji has uploaded the video on the group, so
Okay.
I'll watch that tomorrow, then do the whole thing.
Okay.
So
But you
if
know
I have
what?
any problem, I'll just
I can quickly show us a set and a parameter.
okay.
Just how to create a set because that is a standard procedure. Like
Okay, so
it doesn't matter what type of data you're having. I will just create a set and a parameter. So you just see me doing it. And so when you are watching it, you can have an idea. So fine.
all right, thank you
And
very much.
Mark Nell, is there anything you want from this evening's class?
I'm very okay. I'm very okay.
Okay.
I'm yeah.
All right. Adisana, what about you, please?
Yeah, I'm still following up. I know I'm struggling with one or two things, but
Yeah,
I'm
where are
still
you
following up.
struggling? That's why I'm here. Please,
Yeah,
don't be ashamed.
the
That's why
last
we're
class.
here. We're all
No,
learning.
I'm not fashioned to be ashamed.
Yeah.
I want to. I know I'm not following up easily with the last lectures. I came in very late, so I couldn't keep up with others. But I'm here now to
Do you want us to
see
quickly
how I
go
can
through
make
it?
it. Yeah, I would really love that. And then
So,
I will be going back to the last two videos of the last lectures. It will help me a lot. So I'm
okay.
glad that at least I have time to go through it again. I'm very glad about that.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So, is there any more one that I've missed?
Yeah, you have missed me.
Ah, okay. Sorry, because of this. We won't miss you. Don't worry. So, yes, please. Don't
What
worry
I
about the background. If you are talking, we are
okay,
all family people. So, there are some things that we can't avoid. Just if you can, as long as you are speaking, you're allowed to unmute.
okay. So yeah, there's something in particular about which is this the file you sent. We did for 2014, 2000 and we have for
No, we did
2013.
2015.
We did for 2015. So we have 2013, 2014, and 2015. I want to know if there's a way that you can have like a how would I put it a trend from like now all this analysis we are doing, but we should have it in a trend from 2013, 2014, 2015.
We can do that, which we're actually going to do in another um, topic, but not on this data where we
Okay,
have trend.
okay,
Yeah, it's easy to draw a trend line. It's easy to draw. So then we will not separate it. We will just make it a data set with 20, I'll put it together, then it will be a trend. But that's something else. That's if you are looking for a trend. But now we are specific for
Yeah,
that
I
year.
know,
Yeah.
I know.
But
Yeah,
we are going to
what I
do
want to
something like that.
learn,
We are going to look at trends. Yeah.
yeah, what I want to learn from that is this. You know, in the table you have given us, with the table naturally as it is, you cannot find trend unless you pivot the table.
Yeah.
So yeah, those processes, those are what I want. I want to be very conversant with it on Tableau. So those are the
That's
yeah.
why I said we are going to look at trend. We are going to look at histogram. We are going to look at line graph in subsequent classes.
Okay.
We're
Thank
going
you.
to look at age trend and maybe salary trend, different. It's the same principle, just know how to put a graph, and you can decide to use quarterly, monthly, daily. I'll show us how to choose it or where to choose it from and which one to choose. So we, thanks for asking that, but we're still going to do that in this Tableau, the whole course as a whole.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem. I think someone just came, Miss Fumi or Mrs. So sorry. Wait, I'm just going around because I said that we're few. Oh, she's gone. She's gone. All right. So, okay. So I'll share my screen now and we can start. So I'll just quickly do like a recap of what we have done last week so that we just get like a refresh of what we have done. So last week we looked at a story asking we we want to invest in a startup companies, and we're looking at 2015, and we're interested in revenue, growth, and expense. So a we created something called set. So set is we want to categorize something into like groups, but they are not groups. So it's like a set. And I will quickly show us again. So this is an ID, and I will use 2014 now because we've used 2015. I'll just create one set and one parameters just for us to see how it works. So I will use 2014 quickly, and I will delete it just for a quick refresh. So I put like we did revenue and expense, then we did like analysis way, or you can put name. So now we've got our scattered plot, and we want to create a set. Let's say we want to do for expense now or revenue, whichever one is the same process. We go to ID. It's very good to use ID. Every time in a data set, you must have an ID because ID is a unique data set, whether it's one, two. It means that no, this because if we use name is also this is, but if there is a mistake or there's two companies with similar name, then we have an issue. So we click on ID here, you can see create, you see set. And we can say all, but I like to use all. And we want to do expense. And then we say by field. And since we are going by 2014, expense or revenue, it doesn't matter. So 2014 expense. And then we just say less than, because the lower our expense, the more it's good for us. We don't want to be wasteful. So, and from here we can see that we have even expense of 11 million. So we can see that most of the expenses here are low. So I would just say 300,000, and we say okay. Oh, sorry. I forgot to give it a name. No, this is just, I'm just demoing now, just to refresh our memory. So 2014 low expense. Now we've gotten low expense. And if we put it here, let's see. So you can see that we said 300,000. So these are all the companies that are less than 300,000 in expense. If we click on it, you can see 195, 197. That's how we create. And let us say that during your presentation, someone just said, okay, we have more money. We don't mind if the expense is 500,000. We don't want to go back to, oh, I need to do like Mr. Ayo and put it separately somewhere. Normally we'll go like this, click here, edit set. You get me? I say, okay, 500, which is still okay. But you're in front of them presenting, and you can see that we got more companies. That is the power of parameters. That's why we create a parameter. So let's create a parameter. So when we need to change a range, we don't need to go to click on that, edit. We just click, drag it, and that's it. So we create parameter. We name it 2014 expense cutoff. It's always going to be an integer and range. So the expense, we can see that we can put maximum. We can just look at it here. Maximum is like, let's put 12 million. And then, oh, sorry, that should be maximum. And minimum is, let's say, we say 100. Everyone is 0. We can put 0. I'll put 1. And then we click OK. We've created a parameter. And then we click on show parameter because we need to click it. You see that we have it here. And even if we drag it, you see that it's not working yet. So we need to connect this to this. How do we do that? We just click here, edit set, and then we say by formula, and then we just say sum expense. We're dealing with 2014, so be careful of, and we want it to be lower. It has to be lower. When it's lower than your cutoff, that's what you want. If it's revenue, you want it greater than your cutoff. Do we get that? So expense, so 2014 low expense. No, sorry, it should be expense cutoff, sorry. Apply. Just what we did last time. You can see automatically because it was here, it means that all these are what we want, all the ones in blue, because we said our cutoff should be 3 million, almost 3.7 million. And if we say this, you can say this is expense is 3.4. This one is 3.7, you can see. So it's out of our range. So if you just reduce your expense, you will see less companies will go down. All the expense, to 2014, the expense was so low. That's why you have it like that. So that's what we did last week, creating parameters. So we created for expense, growth, and cutoff for 2015. So that's just the summary of what we have done. And we don't need this. I will just making a demo and we can delete that. So last week we're in our dashboard and where I was saying that we've not finished yet what we want to achieve. This is not where we want to present. So if we go back to our scattered first, let's go back to our growth. Because we have top 10, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where we put it, 100 or anything. So we want to put top growth. We want to put it in color. We want to make it like red because our diamond will be in red. And we can just put it here, square. Sorry, let's put shape in square. Let me see. So we put top growth in color, or we can leave it in blue, or like, and we can just say edit color. We can leave it here. We can leave it blue. Maybe dark blue. And then we can now go back to our scattered plots. So if you remember, I asked us if we can put our top growth in this scattered plot. Mr. Ayo has done exactly what we wanted to do. The first thing we have to do is, our top startup growth that we created, we put it in shape. I mean, I'm not demoing now. This is where we ended last time. As you can see that we have a diamond. We can not see it properly. Let me increase. As you can see that we have diamonds and we can't really see it because it's like in blue.
Yeah, could you track back a little bit? I'm a bit lost from before you got here, please.
Okay, so all I did was,
From
the
the
top
growth,
growth.
from the growth side.
On the growth side, I just drag top growth into color. That's all I did. To just change it to blue. You can change the color, you can leave it that way.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's all I did. So, in this, so in the scattered plot, so we have not done anything here. So the same thing, we just put top growth and we put it in shape. You can see that we have, so this diamond shape, it means top growth in the quadrant. So we have our target quadrant in color. We have our top startup in shape. But it's very hard to tell, it's kind of too hard. So there's a way that we can do this. In Tableau, we can put two things in color at the same time, but we can't do it one after the other. We need to put it together. So I need to remove this. This target quadrant was here before. I need to remove it. So how can we put these two together? Our target quadrant and top growth. We need to click on this, then you control and click on this. And then you need to drag it together to color. You can now see. The ones in diamond are the ones with top growth. Those are ones in. You can see in. We are still going to, how do I want to say? Do some formatting, but you can see what we did here. So you click on this, control this, and you just drag to color at the same time. If you do it one after the other, I'll show you what happens when you do it one after the other. Like if you put target here and I put top growth, target will automatically leave. You can see, and vice versa. If I put target back, so you can't put it one after the other, you need to put it together. And then you put it here. So now we have our top growth in our scattered plot. And if you are not having maybe the same color, you can go to color like this, click on color, edit color, click on out. I use gray. Out in is gray because we don't, so but in, that means in the tag, then we want blue, but the one that we are after now, so these are the company in is the red. So I put in as red. So maybe if I go back here, I need to change the color here from blue to red.
I'm trying to. Tell you, sorry. I'm trying
Oh
to.
yeah, talk to me.
I'm trying to drag this from like the subgroups and the target quadrant together. And
Yeah,
mine is giving me out in, out out.
sorry, sorry.
Mine, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Sorry, I got
I said
distracted for a few seconds.
I'm trying to move the target quadrant and the control choose subgroup at the same time. Trying to
Yeah,
move both of them at once, and it's giving me in, out, and out, out. Unlike yours, that was giving you in, out, in, out, out, out.
you share your screen for me, please.
Uh, for sure. Yeah. Can you see it? Basically, this is it, right? So
Let me see what.
I just pull this out. So this here is
Yeah, that's what you should get. So, okay, yeah, leave that shape.
okay.
Is that your? What did you put there? Top growth, top startup growth. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what it should be.
Okay, so now I try to move this one
Yeah, click on
control.
that, then control. Yeah, then drag it. Yeah, to color. Yeah, yeah. Okay, it should.
So that's what the mistake is here. So I know
Yeah, I can see that.
something is missing here. Let me
Um,
go back.
wait.
Let me go back here.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see your top startup growth. No. Like,
Mm, mm, mm.
yeah, like click on the top startup growth
Stop startup. Uh-huh. Yeah.
and say edit. Yeah, that is that's correct.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's correct. Yeah,
Oh, no. Uh-huh.
I'm just. Can I see your target quadrant?
That's quadrant, yeah. That might be where the
Edit.
mistake is.
So expense. Yeah, that's how it should be.
Yeah, something is missing somewhere.
Mm.
Um,
Okay, you know what? Can you drag everything out? Let's start from the beginning. Sometimes it's just good to.
okay.
Yeah. So can you put ID or name? Sorry, I prefer name now.
Name should be here. Yeah.
to detail.
Mhm.
Yeah. And put target quadrant in color. Let's see.
Mhm.
Okay,
That's
that
correct.
has worked. Yes, that has
Mhm.
worked now. So now put top startup growth in shape.
Top startup growth in shape. Sorry.
No,
That the one? I can see.
no, the middle one. Yeah.
Just take it out completely.
Yes. Yes. So now remove the target from the color. Yeah. And now double click on. No, you're clicking top growth. You should top startup growth. That's why.
Oh, and
Yeah.
then this and
No,
this too.
no. You should delete that top growth. It was the first one we created that I showed you that it's a hard way. So no, click on top growth, top startup growth,
Mm-hmm.
and then go and click on target quadrant.
Okay,
Control.
together.
No. So press control. Make sure you still have your control pressed,
I have it. I
and
have it
then
pressed here.
click on target quadrant, and now drag it. You can just drag one. Yeah, and put it to color.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
that's it.
okay, so basically both of them needs to go at the same time. That's
No, because you were choosing the wrong top
the wrong
growth.
one. Yeah, so
So it's
it should
better to
be
just delete it, not to confuse yourself.
so it should be top startup growth
Yeah,
and
so you can delete the top growth now. So you don't
okay.
get yourself. I deleted mine. That was just to show us an example. Yeah, delete it. We don't need it. You say you are using in dashboard one, but don't worry. So
Okay.
now if you now click
Oh.
on shape,
Shape, yeah. Uh-huh.
so click default and then fill. Yeah. Then we want in to be diamond. Yeah. And out to be circle. Or maybe you prefer anything you prefer. That's just my own. Yeah, or star, whatever you prefer, really.
No, I prefer this one.
Yeah. And then we can change the color. If you go to color, edit color. So we can say out to be gray and out in to be gray because then in out to be dark blue and in to be red. Okay. Apply. Okay. Yeah.
But that's
That's
it.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
Thank you very much.
Anyone else want to show me something before we move on? Are we on the same page? Taiwo, are we on the same page? Because I've not spoken to you today. Are you with us? All right, so we have created so now we've created our top 10. These are what we look for. We can now go back to our dashboard now, and we can see that our companies are. We can increase this a bit. Did I teach us how to change this to million? Like instead of to round it
Yes,
up
you
to like
did.
six.
But you
Yes,
can,
yes, I did. Okay.
yeah, but you can repeat it. So, okay.
Okay, I will repeat it. So if you click on anyone, right click, edit parameter, we click on display format, we click on it, currency custom, we want one decimal place, and because it's in millions, we put display in million. Yeah. So I'll say it again. right click on any of the parameter, edit parameter, and display format. Click currency custom because it will be in something else automatic. It will be 2, we change it to 1, and we change this display unit from none to million. So if we're working in billion, it would be billion. And we say, okay. Yeah, and that's it. And now it's much better than having those long numbers. So we are getting there. We're getting there. So we want to give this like a title. I don't know if I've showed us how to give a title before. So you see a text here. Just click it and put it like this. Make sure that it's horizontal, not like this, like this. Don't worry if you think it's half the page, and leave it. And then you put it on the middle because you want your title to be in the middle. And we say the start up quadrant. And then make sure that you align this. You can choose whatever font you wish. You can choose anything. Like really, this is choose it, and yeah, and I'll say okay. And then we just make it go up. Yeah, still up. And we want to give it a background. To give it a background, we say layout. We go to, it's here. We want to give this a background. You have to click on it and say layout. You see background, none. You can choose a color. I just choose this blue. And I think white will go with blue. So I just click this, edit text, and I will highlight this, and I will click on white. I'll say, okay. Are we all good, or you want me to show you again?
One more time, please.
Okay, no problem at all. So go to text here and drop it like this. Make sure it's vertical. And because it's good, your title is in the middle, just like in Word, Microsoft, you just choose middle here. Or you can write it and then choose middle, and the startup quadrant. Make sure you highlight it. If you don't highlight it, any changes you make will not. You have to make it bold because it's a title. So you can choose anything. I will end up choosing white, but if I choose white, you won't see anything. So I will leave it for now in this color. It will be like this. All you have to do is just take it up. Whatever size you are happy with. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is good. Now I can still maybe let me reduce the font. Let me reduce the font. Okay. Are we good now? So make sure that you click on this so that you like on this title, and we go to layout, and we say background here. You can choose color, and you will see this. Or if you want any other color, you can go and choose any color you want. And then I'll say edit text, I will click on this and I want white because white goes good with blue, you can see. And once you finish, just click on dashboard again to go to you. Are we okay?
Yes, we are okay.
Okay, good. So we are getting there, we are getting there. And now, because this is our top 100, although it's giving us top 100 here, but these are the companies that you will want to watch out for, like invest in. And now it's good if we want to make like a quadrant, like, okay, when we say 40, like this, we increase this. Oh, sorry. And we increase the revenue. We know that this is like a kind of a quadrant. So it's so easy to make that line. We click on this, then you right click, add reference line. Yeah. For label, we just say value. Yeah, and that's it. Sorry, expense cutoff, sorry. Make sure you choose expense cutoff. So I will leave it. So once you right click, expense cutoff, and the label should be value. And then we have the line. I'll leave it for 30 seconds so that we are.
Can
Yeah.
you do it again?
Oh, yes. Don't worry, we're going to do the revenue. So I'll press OK. You can see that this is our, I said 2.8, you can see we have the line again already. So if we do for revenue, click on revenue, the axis, just click on it, right click. You can see add reference line. It's the same process. And then we change this to revenue cutoff and we say value. We want the value to show. So we want this 8.2 million to show. Is that all right? Did you get it now?
Yeah, I did. Thank you.
So it's the same way. You can see now we have like a quadrant. So this is how data science people choose, like when you want to know you put different criteria. This is how they pick. I forgot the name they use. So yeah, so that's like a quadrant. Let's kind of remove this. We know we're working with 2015, so we know that we just right click, edit axis, like how we used to edit our axis, and just remove 2015 and just put expense and close. And then we'll do the same for revenue, edit axis, and yeah, consider we are getting there now. Not there, but almost. So there's one more last thing we want to do. So like if we increase the expense, we get more companies because you can see the line will increase, will decrease as long as we go. It will increase because I'm reducing the revenue. But if I increase the revenue, and you can see, so this looks good now. We can see that in this, if we are going by this revenue, these are the only 3 companies that we are going to be looking out for. For me, I will remove this in out. We don't really need it. I will remove it. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
Let me just cut you short there, please. You see the place where you went to expense cutoff, right click and click on edit parameter?
No. What do you mean? Sorry, come again.
Look at down there where you have the revenue. It was 2015 revenue before, but you
Yeah.
had to
I just
remove
clicked here, then right click, edit axis,
yes.
and
That's
just
what I am.
remove the 2015. That's it.
Okay, that's it. Okay, I was right.
That's
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
And the same thing for the revenue. You
Okay.
right click, edit taxes, and remove the 2015.
Okay. Okay. That's good. That's good. Thank you.
Okay, so if I click on this, I want it to show me, the expense and the revenue or anything I select. This is quite easy. Just click on any one. It doesn't matter which one. Just click on any one. Right click on it. You see this drop line? Show drop line. Let me leave it like this. So right click on anyone. It doesn't matter which one. Even if the one in gray, it doesn't matter. Just right click, drop line, and show drop line. You can see it's going to give you the expense and the revenue. So if I click on this, it will give me that. That's another good way, if you are really interested in one company, that's how to do it. Are we not feeling like a visualization expert?
Yes, so
That's good. That's what I want to hear. And I want us to kind
Can you
of
repeat that again? Sorry.
so just right click on anyone, right click and go to drop line, show drop line. I think because I have it, so you go to drop line, show drop line. That's it. We're still going to talk about this annotation trend line that someone asked me today, trend line. We're still going to be using this a lot in this lesson. So we're going to cover everything that has to do with time series. We're going to create bar charts, histogram, and everything. Okay. So we will just want to make this like bold. Like we'll just say edit format parameter, and we can say bold. That's it. We just want to make it bold, those parameters. So it's quite simple. Right click on any of the parameter. It will change for all parameters. Right click, format parameter, and just say bold. You can maybe make it 10 just to increase it. Yeah. So play around with it. Be like, yeah. Are we all set? Are we all good? So the last thing, okay, in this growth, this name, I want to change it to startup because we want to start up companies. You just click on it, rename. You can see startup companies. Just click rename. We have it here. And last thing is we want to change this growth. We want to call it like top 24 or something. Please follow me. There's kind of a nice way to write it. If we right click edit title. It brought it here. Edit title. You see this insert? Click on insert and use growth leader. Okay, click on this parameter dot growth leader. So we just, sorry, before I should put top by growth. So we can highlight it, make it bold, I think. Yeah, and we'll click apply. You can see. So now, if you look at it, if I click 43, it's going to change to 43. So do you get that? Rather than just changing the name, because we went to edit title, I'll show us again. And because we clicked on insert parameters.growth leader. So now, if we're increasing it, the name changes. So that's how it will be good for us to have it like that. So we know that we are looking at the top 43 now. And if you want, you can see as long as you're going, it changes as well. Maybe I will change. I just want to change to 10, maybe. Yeah, this is okay. Top 34 by growth. Did we get that? Did we understand what we just did? So
Yeah.
that our title is changing just the way we are moving. We are changing the parameter
Yes.
for the. All right. So now I think this is it. And if we want to present, this is how, this is a very good. They ask you, okay, what if we have 8 million in cutoff because we don't have so much money we thought and less expense. So we're not going for 33, we want to go for 26 and we want 3.9 million in expense and we want more revenue. You see, this is how you just have to analyze your data, show them that although these blue ones are in, it's one of either revenue or growth, but the ones in red are the ones that fit into the tree that matches the perfect one. So they can decide to go, so that's what they will decide to go for, the red ones in diamond. Do we have any question?
That on Saturday you actually turned this table around, like your numbering.
Yeah, I turned it
I
around.
yeah, I really didn't get how you did it that day. I wanted to ask
Okay.
earlier on.
Okay, let me show you. Okay, no problem. I thought I showed you, sorry. So this table, even I don't like it. What is this? I don't like this. Sorry, let me fix my intervals. So yeah. So what I did, so this was how your table looks like, right? So this is how it was, 11. It started from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yes.
6, 7. Because expense is negative. So we need to like turn this upside down. So it will give us a better picture. This is minus 11. 0 is bigger than minus 11 because when you are doing expense, you are losing money or you're spending money. So
Okay.
when we right click,
Yeah.
edit axis, all you have to do is just click on this,
Okay.
reverse. When you right click, edit, reversed. You just like
Okay. Oh,
1 over, and that's it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and if we finish in our startup quadrant, we can save as public Tableau. And so, and we still have some few minutes. If anyone is having any trouble, we can have a look at your work and try to speed it up. So anyone wants to maybe kind of
This,
flaw, sorry?
this dashboard, please, I wanted to ask, is there no way you can expand it when you are working, like make it bolder or bigger so that it can contain everything and make it look fine now, apart from the presentation mode? I mean the working space.
Oh, but you can increase it here.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
like you see.
you can also use automatic to do it if you want to. Mr. Tai, I want to ask,
Yes.
yeah, so because I'm a student here, so I have like what do you call it, like a code to be able to
Okay.
use Tableau public I'm sorry, Tableau desktop for like a year.
Wow. The
So
full
that's,
version, right?
yeah, the full version. So that's what I've been using, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so but the problem I have now is when I want to like if I'm working and when I want to like put it on Tableau public, it will be telling me that I can't put it on Tableau. Like that's the
No, that Tableau public is actually connected to your Tableau public profile. It's not, desktop is actually different. Even there is Tableau cloud, which is totally different.
yeah. Yeah,
But
I was going to even
only
ask
that
you.
you
Yeah, I
can
can
save
say
to your
yeah.
desktop.
Yeah, I can say about my and I was going to even ask you again that I also have access to Tableau Prep. So I have that for like a year.
Tableau what?
Prep.
Yeah.
That one that we used to do like used to prepare document and maybe like do like a flow so that it can publish in the Tableau server. Because I also kind of read about that it could also be like a kind of work that some people do. That's just what they do. Publish work into the server. Just do the thing, link it to SQL, and it will just be publishing on the server. So they set it up to publish maybe every day at a particular time because that's when like the company has like a lot of data that is coming in so that the person that is now going to do the visualization can pick up the data at that time in the maybe if it's every morning the person can go there pick up the data in the morning so it has like they do the flow like maybe like you can have like documents coming data coming in from different angle and maybe you have different team working on different kind of visualization so the flow can, at the end of each flow, the flow can cut out. I don't know if you have seen that Tableau prep, the way it's set up. So they have that flow. So like you now, maybe you're in a different team. How you collect the data from your own flow. Me, I'll collect the data, then we do our own visualization. So so I don't really know how it works because I've not been able to like really work on it because I don't have Tableau server because I was thinking maybe I should just
Yeah,
even
you will need Tableau server for that. So that's what we call like a job. You create a job. So
oh,
is you already set what time those people will get it. So even if like okay, like a workflow, I wouldn't say you shouldn't worry about that. That
okay,
is when a company you won't get that in an interview or anything. Trust me. Yeah,
okay,
and when you are even going to look, all these interviewers they know that you don't have Tableau full Tableau license. It's quite really expensive. When I mean expensive, we're talking about 10,000 a year, even to have just one license.
okay,
So they know that we work on Tableau Public. So For that one is someone is preparing and they send it on the server at a specific time, then you get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we call a job. Just like in SQL, you can create a job, or it's also the same thing in Power BI. Like you create like a workflow and data set,
How do
and
you learn these things?
me,
Yeah, no, how do one learn if I want to learn it? Like, how do I learn it? Since I don't have these like tools to learn it, how do you learn it? Or you just learn it
but
on
you
the
have pub for now. Public Tableau is more than enough.
okay, okay,
And what you are even saying is, I think maybe less than 1% of the company uses that. Normally, you will get CSV or Excel file to upload. Or the where I was working before, I
yeah,
was the SQL expert. So I create SQL, I create query,
okay,
and I send the CSV to a guy that just develop it. Yeah,
okay, 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 okay,
you understand?
yeah,
So I whatever the um, query they want or something, I just create it and export it, the data into the server, into the um, Tableaus. We're not actually using Tableau. We're using more like similar to Tableau and Power BI, but it's another name. Trust me, there's so many of them out there.
okay.
So I just put it to that server and the guy gets it.
And
And
just
then it
whatever
start
I
to
want
build
to
the
use.
visualization
Okay.
on, yeah. So that's
Okay. Because
how
yeah,
it works.
yeah, because me, what I'm trying to do is like when I want to apply for a job, I want to have like different skill sets so that I would like be able to
No,
talk.
but this is more than enough. Trust me.
Okay,
Trust me. This is more than enough.
okay,
Like when they ask you for um what do I want to say? To build a visualization, they expect you to do it on public Tableau and present it to them.
okay,
Yeah. Nobody will be asking you to create a job workflow. I can I can assert to that because nobody expects you to have a full Tableau. I mean, I will ask them, will they pay for it? Nobody expects you to do that.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
so they'll just give you a data set, maybe Airbnb, then check out. Normally they will even tell you what visualization to build. They want to see how creative or what you can bring out.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Then I also
And
asked,
some can really tell you, okay, we are looking at something specific, and yeah.
okay. Then I also asked Mr. Deji. I asked him about the importance of Tableau desktop certification because, like, I saw it on the site too. And what is also good is they give students like what do you call it, resource learning resources. So it was there that made me understand some of these things, like the scatter plot, like it defines like all these things in depth. It talks about like percentile. It talks about how to plot it, how to explain it, how to use it, and things like that.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah, yeah,
certification is like when you are doing any, whether you are like a QA, you want to do ISQTB. It's not important. When I started, I never had any certification.
okay,
But if you really want to go for certification, that means you have to study 5 times more. Um,
yeah,
what certification does it? Nobody's going to ask you, do you know Tableau?
yeah,
Nobody's going to ask you, what is your skill in Tableau? Your certification already speaks for you.
yeah,
So it's
okay,
just like any other course that you do. Like if you do your ACCA accountancy certification, nobody will ask you if you're a qualified accountant because you're certificate. So certification, that one is like a board certified board. Power BI, there is also one too. The AZ, or I don't know, Azure. If you want to go for that, it makes you beat the crowd.
yeah,
Till today, every work I've applied for, nobody has asked me for my university degree. Like I have masters in mathematics. Nobody has ever asked me. I'm telling you, it's like I just went to uni to waste my time. No, no, that's one good thing about this country.
yeah,
I have a friend. He was a Uber driver. He studied software engineering, and he got a job. They ask you questions. You can do it. You can prove it to them. That's it. It's good enough for them. And you have probational time. So it's good enough for them. Like it's not based on certificate. So even if you say you must have a university degree, still apply to all those.
Okay.
Nobody has ever asked me, and trust me, this is going to like 5 years now. Nobody has
Do
asked me for my
yeah,
certification.
yeah, do I'm
Oh,
not anything related to data analysis, but I'm doing architecture. So yeah. So but I want to switch like to data analysis because I
Architecture is a sweet job.
yeah,
It's
but
a
yeah, I know, but in this place now, in this place is different because you are they like I've done my masters in Nigeria, I've done all those things. Now, but in this place now it's different. I have to write a different examination. I have to do all these things.
yeah, I know. I have one other class that I teach on Mondays and Tuesday. I have a guy too. He has studied architecture, even masters. He's in my data science class on Mondays and Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, thank you so
oh,
much for
but
this.
yeah,
Yes.
no, definitely. So you're saying that in the interview, for example, like you go for a data analysis job interview,
Yeah.
they might throw like a tableau like this for you to say, okay, do this for us, do this for us.
No, they won't tell you to do it in front of them. Oh.
I was,
No.
I was
I
like, okay,
know it is take home, of course. No. But then you have to explain what you did, how you did it,
okay,
why you did it. So they know how to know if you did it,
There's space
if
for
you have done.
expo then. We
No,
can talk to you.
it's only in SQL that there are some questions that select from, where, group by, um, order by. No,
uh-huh.
mm,
Select
sorry.
from
Yeah.
concatenate,
The
all
big
those things.
six, yeah. So they
Uh-huh.
can tell you to quickly do a table join for them live. So those are
Double join.
what you should know on your fingertip. But there are some SQL questions that you have to actually take home. That is
Okay,
much logical. Normally, 99% is take home, and they give you like 5 days to do it.
okay,
But for Tableau, nobody will give you a data. Oh, come on. Even in workplace, you have okay, maybe you see that I just come, I tell you do this, do that. It's because I've practiced it, I've done it, I've tried to find the trial and error. That's why I'm able to. I'm not performing magic, just and any tutor you see, whether it's on Udemy or anywhere, they've had the time to check which is the best visualization. So don't think anybody is just a master just like that. So you have to take home, you have to do some trial and error, load YouTube. Everybody's watching YouTube, trust me, so you're not the only one.
So sir, we
Okay,
can come to you
I'd like
then.
to ask.
oh,
Uh,
oh.
Sorry.
So basic,
uh,
okay,
yeah, this growth, because
Yes.
my kid disturbed me when we were changing that percentage to color. So I've been trying to figure it out on my own
You
for
just
a
have to
while now.
put, okay, no problem.
Yeah, where you
So
change
we
it to
just
color.
put top startup growth to color. And I know maybe it's in blue for you. I just put it to color. And if you want to change the color, you just click on edit color and you just put it here. Choose which color you want and apply. You can see. And if there's a lot of colors, if you want to choose so many colors, just double click on this. You can, like if you want dark red, you want something, or you want more color, just you can pick up anything here, like this, like this. So whichever one you want. Uh,
Yeah, thank
yeah,
you, thank you.
no problem.
yeah. Hello, say,
Hello, hi.
yeah. So basic, I'm trying to ask regarding the 2014 and the 2013 financials. Do I have
Yeah,
to first of all post this one on the Tableau public and then start from the beginning to do the rest, or how would I have to do it
it
here?
will be the same, but for me, I would just say on your own, put this on your Tableau public and practice on Tableau on 2014. Try to
Uh,
replicate this.
Okay.
watch the video and use it for Tableau 2014. And
Okay.
maybe this time you may not want to use growth, you can want to use profit. You know, we didn't use profit. So you can
Okay.
now decide what profit you want. What is the level of profit? You know, you can just put your profit cutoff just the same way. By the time you become expert in knowing, okay, where to go, how to use these cards and
So
everything.
okay. So basically, we will make use of then not growth this time, but more of profit, revenue, and expense, right?
No. Like if it, you know, we did top growth now.
Uh-huh. Yes. Yes.
So you may want to use profit. We didn't use profit at all.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of growth, we can use profit.
Okay.
So you can
Okay.
say top growth instead of top top profit.
Top profit. Oh, okay. Instead of
Instead
top
of
growth.
growth. Yeah.
So, but the top startup growth, does it go out of there or it stays at the one I'm seeing here?
Sorry?
I can see top startup growth. Does it stay or does it go away?
Where?
I'm looking at your what do you call it? Your board at the moment. It says here after target quadrants. Left hand side, yeah, there. So when you're adding that profit, does that go away? Like you have to
No, it
delete it?
doesn't go away. It's always there.
Uh-huh.
If you drag anything, it doesn't go away. No.
Okay. So my question is, when I add the profits, for example, instead of top startup growth, it will be top startup profits.
Yeah. Top startup profit, yes. Instead
Okay.
of growth. So
So
like,
that's it.
yeah, you can do top 10 growth like
Mhm.
that, yeah. Sorry, profits.
Top startup profit, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And the parameter remains
Then the parameter you will now do,
profit leader.
because you have used top, you didn't use condition, you
Mhm.
just, the name of the parameter is what you will just click on this drop down. So just like, you know, we created the parameter here.
Uh-huh.
So to join it, this one was straightforward.
Okay. Yeah.
We just, you know, instead of saying value, we just say growth. So whatever your name of parameter is, so you can say profit leader, you just choose profit leader here.
Okay. I get it now. Very straightforward. Very
Because we
straightforward.
said top, we didn't use condition. If it was a condition, we use a formula to connect.
Okay. Okay. We use the formula anytime it's just a condition. Let me say
Yeah,
top
because
10.
you know this
And
one
then okay.
is high revenue.
Uh-huh.
You know, we used a condition which we said like 2015 revenue greater than
Uh-huh.
9 million. You remember?
Yeah. Yes, we did that one. Yeah, we did
Yeah.
that something like that. Yeah.
So that's why we use this formula now, that 2015 revenue should be greater than the revenue cutoff. That's what we want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Because the
you.
top was just top 10, and we just choose top 10 straightforward.
Okay. So but in this case now we have the opportunity to choose top 10. We have the opportunity to choose more than
For
that.
growth, yeah, for
Yeah.
profit, yeah, you can do that.
Okay. Get it. Thank you.
Any more question? Everyone fine?
I just what are we probably going to what are we going to do next week if you don't mind me asking?
Next week, I'm not around, but I can give you the data set.
Okay.
So next week, we're looking at different. We're looking at about 6 visualization. I'm not sure we can finish, so we are going to create 6 visualization, and we will now put a dashboard in upper week. I think maybe we should do it on Saturday, because next Wednesday I have a Teams day. My work we meet once in 3 months, and it's in Southampton, and it's on Wednesday, so I won't get back on time. So I don't know if we can meet this Saturday at 9 p.m. and do it
This Saturday.
because I won't be available next Wednesday. And
I
there's no
think
other day.
I think people
That'll be
agreed
fine.
to I think people agreed to evening.
Okay, I
Saturday.
mean I can do Saturday 9 p.m.
Yeah, that's fine.
Saturday. Please remind them
I'll put
and
it
I
on
will
the
tell
group.
the admin. So
Yeah.
we are going to do a lot of visualization. We are going to look at bank account. We're going to look at mail. We're going to look at job classification. We are going to look at map. So it's a map of UK. We want to see a bank is a bank customers. So we're looking at different visualization, how we can control and see different things. So it's very lovely. And then after that, we're going to do a animation where we're going to do a visualization, which you just have to play. And then you can see the changes, how it's being played. So I'm sure you can't wait for that.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
So,
aside from the function of set, aside from that, what other
Yeah, we're going to be creating beans, group beans.
okay,
Already we know how to create parameters. We're going
yeah,
to create parameters again. Yeah, so those are the major things that
okay,
we can create here.
okay. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
just before you go, could you just repeat for me what you meant by when you put the drop lines? You said,
Yeah, so
when
the
we write
drop
down.
line is just you
Yes,
click
could you
on,
just give me? I know how to do it. Just what's the aim of it? If you could like explain what that means, please.
it's just like, okay, if you click on one company, you see,
Okay.
instead of you using your eyes
Uh-huh.
to,
Oh, it helps you direct.
it will help you to say, yeah,
Okay, that's okay.
you
That's it.
understand?
Yes,
So
yes.
it just tells you, okay, it's close to 4 million something. This you can see. So it just help you to look at the coordinate, what the value of the expense and the revenue together.
That's okay. Okay.
All right. So if there's no more question, I will see everyone hopefully on Saturday. All good? Are we okay?
Yeah, we are good.
All right.